Here's a Reddit story from the subreddit Wedding. It's titled, Groom Told the Bride He's Not Sure If He Wants to Be Married to Her at Their Wedding. I was just a maid of honor in a wedding that ended in an absolute crap show and have to tell someone about it because I don't even know what to do or if I should do anything about this. I'm at a total loss. This was a first for me. My childhood friend was getting married today to her high school sweetheart. The wedding was a long time coming. They've been together for 6.5 years and shared a 2-year-old son together. They've been engaged for 3 years now because they delayed planning the wedding after she unexpectedly got pregnant with their son. So now the wedding was finally here. Earlier this year, she set a date and started planning. I was engaged myself this year and got married in July, and originally was just supposed to be a regular bridesmaid. The bride's sister was supposed to be the maid of honor, but they had a falling out. Basically, the bride would always call her sister ranting about her fiancé every time they would fight, which caused the sister to form a pretty negative opinion of him. Sister lives across several states away and doesn't see everything that goes on here. Her mind jumped right to abuse and she told the bride if she marries him, she's not coming to the wedding. Now here's the thing, their relationship isn't perfect. They are young. They went through a lot very quickly and very young. Getting engaged, unexpected pregnancy, moving in together, all happened very fast. They fought a lot. I had my concerns at first, but after spending a lot more time with them, I saw how much they genuinely love each other, parent their son together well, and were working towards a future together. The bride and I have been close friends for so much of our lives. She is like family to me. I care for her deeply. When she asked me to step in as maid of honor, I said yes for those reasons. Cut to today, the wedding day. Everything was going well. Groom was getting emotional when they did their private vows, and before walking down the aisle, he was still wiping tears. It warmed my heart. Looking back now, I wonder what the heck was going through his head. Not sure they were tears of joy. As the night went on, the bride mingled and danced with her family. She had so much family that traveled from many states away to be here, and she wanted to be a good hostess to them. The groom was usually off talking with his own family when she was doing this, but for the most part they stayed together. They sat together, ate together, danced a few songs, played the shoe game, then they were mingling separately with their families. Didn't think that was a big deal as this is often how receptions go with so many people there pulling you in opposite directions. At one point, they both went inside the venue. Reception was outside for a while, and then she came out alone. She continued to chat with family, and then after a little bit realized he was nowhere to be found. After a while of searching, we found him wandering outside going for a walk. Bride was pretty distraught at this point. I will add that the groom did have a good amount of drink during the party. Apparently, when they went inside the venue, he was angry at her for not spending enough time with him during the party and said that they were hardly together the whole night. Once he got back from his little walk, they were just arguing inside their room, I guess. At this point, a lot of guests were leaving, and the ones left, me, my husband, and the rest of the wedding party and their immediate families, didn't really know what to do. We were supposed to do a big send-off for them, so we were just kind of waiting for that. We packed up all the stuff, broke down all the tables and chairs, loaded it in cars, and just waited. Me and the other bridesmaid pulled her aside to talk to her, but she was pretty deflated at this point. Apparently, the groom had taken his ring off and told her he wasn't sure he wanted to be married to her at their wedding. Mind you, they've been living together for 3 years. They share a child. They've been dating since 2018. Nothing about this was rushed other than maybe their ages. They are quite young, but I never thought of them as immature until this stunt he pulled at their wedding over not spending enough time together at the reception. Like, sorry, why not just leave her side then? I just don't understand it at all. We finally decided to just load their stuff in their car and tell them it's all loaded and they should probably go ahead and go get some sleep before their flight tomorrow. At the car, we hugged goodbye and I left to come home. This girl is one of my absolute best friends. I hate that her beautiful wedding was ruined by her husband being petty and stubborn. She was in tears and distraught on her own wedding day. It's just awful. I don't really know where to go from here, if this is at all normal and something they will get past, or if this is more serious. I genuinely am rooting for them, but this whole situation just has me sitting in my car feeling confused and worried for my friend. They're leaving for their honeymoon tomorrow. Don't feel like it's appropriate time to reach out and try to talk to her about all of this. Any advice is appreciated, I guess. I'm thinking I check in via text a few times while they're traveling and on the honeymoon and make sure it's going okay, and make sure to see her when she gets back and we can debrief everything then if she wants to get into it. Starting to think the sister might be onto something. I think so too. Sounds like this wedding was quite chaotic and the groom is definitely being really petty and immature and very childlike. I mean, if you are complaining about not spending enough time together, then be with her, stay with her while she's mingling with her family or something. Or say something instead of having a hissy fit throughout all of this. But let's see what the comment section have to say. First commenter says, oof, lots of problem here. 1. The sister was onto something. If the bride is constantly calling her with complaints or fights, the groom is not a good fit for her. 2. The groom was drunk. This took his feelings from a 3, hey, can we spend the rest of the reception together, to a 10, you are dead to me because you're ditching me at our wedding night for totally reasonable reasons. 3. Sounds like this wedding spat was just a representation of a chronic issue between them. If this relationship is going to last, they need to see a therapist. This is beyond your aid, unfortunately. Personally, I wouldn't text or say anything today or tomorrow. She's probably distraught. They need to work out some things on their honeymoon. Maybe check in with her when she's back, or she'll reach out to you if she needs advice. That's what I would want anyways, but you know her best. The OP responds back by saying, see, I'll add a little context here. I grew up with the bride, and besides her sister, I'm probably the only friend she has had that is her friend. I did not know her husband before they got together and still don't know him super well before she got pregnant. Her other friends are all extensions of him somehow. His siblings and in-laws, his friends' girlfriends. I feel a lot of the issue is that she needs more people to actually talk to. Her sister will always take her side. His family will always take his side and shrug things off as that's just how he is. I have just tried my best to be somewhat of a Switzerland present for her. She knows I support her, but in that, I also support her relationship, and I know marriage is hard, especially with kids, so I try to support them both. Okay, I see where OP is coming from. Another commenter says, isn't that a pretty big red flag in of itself though? The only people she has in her life besides you and sister are his people. Why has she cut off so many people in her life? OP responds, she hasn't cut people off, she has just never had a big support system. Her family situation is hard to explain, but her sister did not grow up in the same house as her and lives far away now with her own family. The only people she has as a constant in her life is her parents. Her extended family lives all over the country and isn't around much. He has a big family that all lives close by and helps out with their kid a lot, so she sees them so much more than her own family. It sounds like the bride is really stuck with just only having OP and her sister and her parents as her only support system. And that doesn't sound very healthy to me. What do you guys think of this whole situation? Let me know in the comment section. And remember, if you like these types of stories, to continue to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.